why is it important to keep a food journal? I'm Nate, the FitFutureMD. Follow for more. So, studies come out all the time, but one of the more recent studies showed that people that kept their weight loss off long term, they kept a food journal, right? So to have a better chance of keeping your weight loss off long term, because we're not doing all this hard work and all this extra stuff that normal people don't have to do to lose weight, just to lose it, right? Like, because that's the sucky part. That's why people, yo-yo up and down, all their lives, is because they'll get it on track and then they'll get off their, they won't do something that's good long term, right? So the key is to, if you take a food journal and you track everything, eventually you kind of know what everything is, but you can go back in that food journal and say, well, I ate cake this day, this is what it did to my body, right? So you go to a birthday party, you can say, well, I'm not going to eat that cake because I don't want that to happen to my body. Or you can say, oh, I can have this much cake and still maintain what I'm trying to do, because like you say, when you're overweight, obese, and it's been like that all your life, there's something genetically not telling you that you're full, not telling you that you're overeating, or, like for me, I never ever feel full after eating. So I will continue to eat until I'm burping up food. And then because I'm burping up food, I'm like, well, I can't hold anything else down, right? It's almost like, and I don't know if this is just a human trait or a European trait or not, but when food was scarce, that's what you would do. You go into an area, you eat your fill, and then you might run out of food for 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, right? So your body wants to store as many calories as it can because, it's got to survive it's preparing to survive 3 or 4 days without eating. So, I don't suggest that, but I definitely suggest, going at least 12 hours without eating, while you're trying to lose weight. So, like yesterday I ate Tostino's pizzas. So today I'm fasting, right? Because I know that a Tostino's pizza is going to have the salt level that, I'm going to have to adjust my macros for today based on those macros from yesterday. They're 1,000-calorie pizzas, right? So food journal helps you learn that kind of thing, where you eat certain things and what does it do to your body. So how do you adjust during the week, to make that fit because some people do weekly macros, some people do daily macros, some people do, weekly calorie counts, monthly calorie counts, because, that most people just want to live a regular life, right? Most people want to, be able to go to the birthday party and have a few wings and have some pizza and, eat some chips and, to keep everything on track, you have to decrease another day and during the week and have your weekly macro goal or whatever. So some people do that and that works great, so they can go to birthday parties, live normal lives, and then the rest of the week they're on their nutrition plan, and that's a great long-term strategy. But I would definitely suggest that while you're until you reach your goal, you don't start doing stuff like that, right? So for me, my goal is 250 pounds, and this is here to keep me accountable, right? So my goal is 250 pounds, basically starting today actually, but with the goal being 250 pounds, I don't really want to be eating like crazy until I reach that goal, right? I'm getting married in November, so I definitely want to look the best I can for long-term pictures, so it's an easy way to make a goal on that, right? All right, so why is a food journal so important? Number one, studies have shown that people that kept who've lost weight and kept it off for long term, they use food journals. Okay, food journal keeps them accountable for what they're eating and makes them know how much they're eating, how many calories it was, what the macros were, so that they can stay on track, right? And not jump off the wagon, right? So we talk about addiction. People go on and off the wagon all the time on addiction. Well, if you're addicted to food, it's very easy to hop back on that wagon and eat a whole box of macaroni and cheese, and eat a whole box of Hamburger Helper or whatever your vice is, ice cream, whole tub of ice cream. Whereas tracking, you can say, well, nah, I don't have the calories for that today, or it's kind of helpful, right? They say the second reason to track is because eventually you're going to go back to living a normal life, and you're going to want to go to birthday parties. You're going to want to, you're going to have events at work where they bring donuts, and you want to be able to have tracked things during the week so you can know, like, oh, if I make this adjustment, I can have this donut, or I can eat a couple slices of pizza, or whatever. That's after you reach your goal. And number three reason to track is that your tracking may help somebody else who has the same struggles as you, right? So you say, well, just like I'm talking about before, where, oh, if I eat a couple slices of pizza, well, the next day I'll fast and let that pizza run through, let that pizza run its course, and then go back to my normal eating strategy, right? And food journaling allows me to know that that's how my body works. So those are three reasons for food journals. Also, sometimes I think you just don't know how bad, I think some people just don't know how bad they're really eating sometimes. I'm definitely that way. Like, I'll go to a restaurant and I'll order something and I'll be like, oh, that wasn't that much food, blah, blah, but it was fucking 2,500 calories, but it wasn't that much food, like volume wise. So I'll just eat 2,500 calories and still be starving, right? And food journal and tracking will make sure that, well, that was 2,500 calories, that's all you can eat, like. Or don't order that again, order something that's more filling, right? So that's why food journals are important. Hope this video helps you. I'm Nate, the FitFutureMD. Like, comment, subscribe. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. I would love to have your questions so I can answer them here on the channel. This is the journey to 250. Stay fit forever. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.